Hi, Professor Kishbaugh here. I wanted to walk you briefly through the marketing project that I'm expecting you to turn in at the end of the course. Some of you have already gotten a head start. That's fine. I believe the first set of instructions starts in Module 4, and that is going out, putting together your survey, thinking what your target market, who you think your target market is, and then designing the survey. I've asked you to come up with a product or service that could help HCC students. If you don't have access to HCC students, it could be college students in general. I'm okay with that. Send your survey out to at least, what I say, 10 to 20 people, so you can try to get about 10 responses. This will really help you. It's just a start. You know, we only have 14 weeks left of class, so it's not like we have a lot of time to get lots of survey responses, but at least it gives you a start to begin looking at your target market. So basically, this is a PowerPoint template that I will provide for you. I'll upload it for you. You can use it. You're certainly welcome to expand upon it. You are certainly welcome to change the design. For some of you, you like to get into PowerPoint and change designs, add pictures, add anything you want to add. Some of us are very basic. You can use this very basic PowerPoint, make the changes that you need. This is the minimum of what I require. So this is the minimum of what I require for you to do the project. So basically, your title slide always puts the project, the name of the project, put your product, put your name, and Prof. Kishbaugh HCC, a date if you'd like. Okay, and then once you've completed your whole project, then your next slide is going to tell me what your name is, give me a little bit about yourself, and then tell me what you think the problem is that you're solving. And I think for some of us, we're not going to know what that problem is until we finish the project. If you know right up front what you think you're solving, that's fine. Go ahead and put it in. And at the end of your project, when you're done looking at your survey results, when you're done looking at how you're going to price and some of the things you're going to look at, then you can revise your problem. And then give me the survey results. I thought my target market was. My target market is. Okay, so I think you're going to make an assumption before you send out your survey of who you think the person is. When your surveys come back, then you'll know a better idea of who your target market is. Okay, then give me your product or service. You don't have to have a name for it at this time, but if you do have a name, that's fine. If you've had the time to create a logo or a picture, something, you can add a picture. That's not a problem. But give me the benefits, okay, as opposed to the features. Now, when you're putting together a business plan, you've got to put in the features. What does it do? Who's it going to serve? But for this, I want to know the benefit, okay? Is it going to make my life easier? Is it going to make people happy? Is it going to keep me safe? What's it going to do for me, okay? The benefits, okay? Then your pricing strategy. I think this is step 3 or step 4, where you're actually going to take a look, do some research. There's a chapter in our book on pricing, and I want you to just give me what your strategy is going to be. Are you going to be, deluxe pricing? Or are you going to be convenience pricing? Okay, is it just going to be cost pricing? That's probably the most popular. That's putting together all your cost of goods sold and then coming up with your break even to come up with a price. At this point, I'm not going to have you put together pricing or break-even structure. I'm not worried about that right now, but I do want to know what kind of service or product are you offering, and how is the price, what are you going to look at for price, okay? And then sales team. We have a great chapter in our book on sales. I think we have 2 chapters in the textbook on sales. This is an excellent opportunity to just tell me who you think your team is. I have a lot of young folks who are putting together business plans, entrepreneurs who are selling a product, and they just assume it's going to sell themselves. That's not true. You really have to have a great sales team. That's part of marketing, okay? And then how are you going to compensate them? And there's information in our chapter. And then the last slide is just, once you've done with your whole project, tell me what your future goals are. What is your product or service and yourself going to contribute to society? I always have students put this in their marketing plan. It's an excellent opportunity for you to toot your own horn, tell us how we're going to help the environment, or tell us how we're going to help people, or tell us how we're going to help, education in general. How is your contribution to society? How does that drive your product, or how does that drive you? So have fun with the very wrap up of the project, okay? So this slideshow, this PowerPoint template, I'll put in with your with the instructions. I'll show you where I put it. I'll probably just put it at the final project instructions, and you can use it. You can improve upon it, use your own design. Basically, this is the minimum that I've asked you to put in the presentation that you'll turn in toward the last week of class. or you can feel free to add. If you've got lots of great survey data you'd like to share, or you've got a logo, or you've got even more ideas than what I've asked for you in this short period of time, go ahead and add them. This is the absolute minimum, okay? So thank you for your time. More instructions to come. If there's more questions as we get closer toward the project, I'll set up a couple of WebExes for you guys to come in and ask questions, and I'll just continue to answer your questions. So thank you for your time. Thank you.